What's up, Wikimaniacs? We are live from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and today we're going to be doing a courtroom episode. So Reddit on Wiki starts right now.
Get therapy.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy, Punny Pinoy John, hosting a courtroom episode today. I'm joined as usual by my fellow Brown, the handsome man himself, Sean.
Hello.
And we are joined today by our better halves.
Oh, yeah.
Introducing my wife, Juliet. And Sean, would you care to introduce?
My wife, Nancy.
Hello. Welcome. Forgive us right now. We're a little loopy. We just ate dinner and we're extremely full. As
Josh is going to be so excited to see that bill on our corporate card.
he will be paying.
We will be reimbursing Juliet for the cost of that.
And he will be paying a lot. All right. So, ladies, we are going to be putting you to work today. And as I said in the intro, we are going to be doing a courtroom episode. So this is going to be the format. Usually one of us is going to be the prosecutor, one's going to be the defender. But since there are three of us today, and we want you two to be the spotlight, Sean is going to be the wild card. So Sean's responsibility here, he's going to be a devil's advocate bailiff. So he's just going to tear shit up. He's going to be as unhinged as possible. And for you two to determine who's going to be the prosecutor, who's going to be the defendant, we're going to roll a die. So if you can pull up your phone and just Google, what, D20?
Yeah, or dice roller.
Or dice roller or something like that.
I am a little, to be truthfully honest, not sure what I am supposed to instigate.
Just instigate.
Whose side? Both sides?
Both sides. You're taking both sides. Just be unhinged. We need quotes from you, brother. As usual.
I'll do my best.
You do your best.
All
right. So the rule is you ladies roll the dice, and whoever gets the higher number gets to decide if they want to prosecute or if they want to be defendant. And how we'll do it is that the prosecution always goes first, defendant goes second, then Sean, you can...
Just like real court.
Just like real court. You come in whenever you want.
Okay.
All right? So
you just hit roll.
Go ahead and roll. Number?
1.
Ooh.
1. 13.
Perfect.
All right.
Juliet's choosing.
You get to decide. Would you like to be the prosecutor or the defendant? Let me ask you this. Should I read the title first? And
do that.
Make you decide if you want to be the prosecutor?
Yeah, that way there's some sort of like advantage for winning.
Gotcha.
Because last time we got screwed. Whoever won kept getting destroyed.
Yeah.
I think it was Josh.
Yeah, he was. All right. So the title for the first story is, and this was posted by Quick Lore Score Dig 3584. The title is, Am I the asshole for returning my homemade wife's birthday gift and telling her I don't want it? I then went out and bought what I actually wanted. So who wants to be the defendant? Who wants to be the prosecutor?
Prosecutor. Okay. Defendant.
Tough.
All right. Let's get to it.
Wait. Prosecutor means that I'm defending.
No, prosecutor, you're
trying to accuse the OP of being an asshole.
Being an asshole.
Yeah. So
I'll be the defendant then.
Whoa.
Oh, you switching up.
I see.
The switch up is crazy. All right. So defendant, Juliet's going to be defendant. Nancy's going to be the prosecution. And then we have Sean.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Goes as this.
I'm paying attention. I'm writing notes.
That's wild too. I need an outside opinion on this. This has been an ongoing issue that I have talked to her multiple times about. My wife makes less money than me and is the type of people who prefers to make her own gifts for people. The issue is she will do this even if the person doesn't want this. I will use myself as an example. So for the past few years, she has made every single gift I have been given. No matter what I ask for, I get a homemade gift. Doesn't matter if it's cheap or not. Last Christmas, I asked for a few things and I got a homemade scarf. I always get her stuff she wants. And I have talked to her about this multiple times. My birthday was yesterday and I asked her to give me a book. It was only $25 and I sent her the link. I opened the gift and she made some homemade bookmarks. It wasn't even the type of bookmarks I liked. They were made from fabric and I like the wooden ones.
I gotta say, the note taking is
I can hear it here.
I've never been more scared.
Oh yeah, she's a beast when it comes to that.
My meds are dying, so I need to take notes. Pay attention.
I must have made a face because she asked what was wrong, and I told her I didn't want these. I made it so clear what I actually wanted, and I have talked to her so many times. I handed them back and went out to buy the book. We had a fight when I got back, and she claims I am being ungrateful and a jerk. So am I the asshole? Prosecution, please take it away.
That's me, right?
Yeah.
That is you, Nats.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen of
Of the
the court,
Jury.
jury,
Got him.
have you ever loved somebody? Have you ever had a skill
Ooh.
of gift giving
Wow.
and making things? Okay,
Breach system.
that was a great intro.
Yeah, that was-
Anyway,
The confidence is just beaming right now.
confidence is dwindling right now.
You need some Bible
You
verses?
are-
Hey, Sean pulled up some Bible verses.
Love is patient.
Love is kind.
Love is kind.
Hey, yo.
Let's go. Love is when I make things for you.
Homemade, even though you didn't ask for them. Anyway, so I think you are an asshole. What's his name?
They didn't give a name.
Oh, OP.
Mhm.
Because your wife is making something from scratch.
Mm.
From scratch.
Oh, she turned around on the camera to
Whoa.
emphasize a point, people.
With love.
Okay.
Mm.
So it's not like she's not hearing you because she heard books and she's like, you know what's going to go great with a book? Because I can't make a book right now is
Right now.
bookmarks.
I'm working on it.
All right. She's working on it right now. She's writing the book right now. And I don't think that you should be upset by this because it is her love language, right?
Mm.
It's her
Talk to
love
him.
language. And it's not like you can't buy the book yourself. So what is it called? I don't rest my case for now.
Sure.
But that's all I have right now.
That's my turn.
That's my turn.
So does Sean do it, or do I go first and then Sean goes?
Sean is
Yeah,
just
are you-
interrupting whenever he wants.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
why didn't you
okay.
interrupt
He's a
me?
wild card. And if you want to give your final take and end, you can do so as well.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's what I'll
Yeah,
do.
there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between of the jury.
Ooh,
um,
inclusion. I like that.
DEI.
You about it.
The wife seems like she is not very skilled in her homemaking.
Ooh.
God damn.
Lee. Hey, she took notes, so this is truth.
Have you ever received a gift from your kindergarten child of like some macaroni mess?
Objection.
Leading.
That shit is ugly, not gonna lie.
And you're like, thanks, but it's gonna go in the trash. This is what it sounds like.
Ouch.
Fuck them kids, right?
So yeah, right. What do you say? What do we say on the show?
Fuck them kids.
Okay.
Exactly.
Ride the dragon.
Right, jury, right? So yeah, so why? And then it seems like the wife also is doesn't really have good listening skills with her partner. She doesn't take it into account what he's expressing. She just bulldozes right over. He's like, I want a book. No, I'm gonna give you a bookmark with no book, so you have nothing, no like real use for that.
Objection.
She's just objecting at me.
What's the objection?
What are you objecting about, Nancy?
Listening
Which is too
skills,
good.
Mm.
because she heard book, and book is in bookmark. The word.
So selective listening.
It's all right. It's okay.
Exactly.
All right, I'll stop interrupting.
I'll stop the objection.
And she also gave him a homemade scarf, which he clearly expressed he doesn't want anything homemade. It's probably like a rag of yarn. That's probably why he's so pissed. So yeah, so I'm gonna say not the asshole.
Do we have evidence? Evidence?
Yeah, are there pictures included of
We
the
don't have
scarves?
any
Scarf.
pictures included.
The history of this guy's frustration is the evidence.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
that was good.
I rest
That
my,
was a good.
I rest my case.
You rest your case. I'll take.
What do you think, Sean? Give us your closing remarks.
All right, I think she does listen, but even though she's been communicated to, she's not making the changes. Because she heard book, made a bookmark because she knows that he's gonna go out and buy the book.
Does she know that?
Because why else would she make a?
But he sent her the link.
A direct link
Direct
to the
link.
things.
Well, because he's gone out and just bought what he was wanted anyways, right?
He sent that.
He
to
said that
her?
after the gift was given.
So this is the first time he's went out and bought the gift after.
That has not been implied.
He never said he bought the book.
She has notes.
No, yeah, he did buy the book.
Yeah, he bought the book in the
That's why she got mad and called him an asshole.
That's how
Oh,
they got.
okay.
That's why he got in a fight.
These notes are now unreliable. They are not justifiable in court.
Bias and who you're defending.
I know, right?
No, I do think they were listening, but also like she is still steamrolling because she's listening and expecting, he's probably going to buy the book. He makes money. What she should have done is probably made the bookmark and then slide him like $25. So like, do your own thing or just fucking bought the book because he's been mad about it the whole time. So point set, I don't think OP is the asshole. Just because he's communicated multiple times his frustration.
Okay.
And it's been on dead ears. What's the saying? Deaf ears.
Is that what it is?
Wow.
What she should have done was she should have downloaded LimeWire and downloaded the book illegally.
Does that still exist?
I don't even know.
I asked somebody recently if Pirate Bay still exists. They said yes.
Yeah.
Pirate Bay, new sponsor. We're reaching out.
This is not my real feelings disclaimer. This is
Too late.
Yes.
These feelings do not reflect the feelings of Reddit on Wiki.
All right. Well, Wikimaniacs, let us know what you think about that first story.
And here's an ad from our newest sponsor, LimeWire.
Who destroyed a bunch of my computers because of my fault. Because I've been downloading some not good
and the
stuff.
music industry.
All right.
The downfall of the music.
Next story, and you guys are gonna get to roll again. So the title for this one is posted. It's actually posted by Alternative Midscore 908. The title is "Am I the asshole for telling my friend that I'm sorry? Her parents don't love her as much as mine love me."
That's crazy.
So roll a die. Who's gonna be the defendant? Who's gonna be the prosecutor?
I got 20.
Oh.
I got 18.
So you actually get to pick, Nancy, since you got the high number.
Okay, so I was rolling while you were saying the title. Can you repeat the title, please?
The title is "Am I the asshole for telling my friend that I'm sorry her parents don't love her as much as mine love me?"
I'm going to say defendant.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wait, defendant?
Yeah. So
Defense team. No, okay.
So you're defending OP.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to be the prosecutor. Nancy's going to be defending. And Sean's going to take us away for the final remarks. All right. Story goes as this. I, 22 female, have a friend named Amy, 22 female, who I met in college. Currently, we are in our last semester of college. I live alone, but she shares our apartment with 2 other people. We never really spoke about our finances much, but I know that both of our parents currently pay for our rent. The issue started when we talked about our future plans. I told her that I'm probably going to get a job and do my master's at the same time so that I can save up a little, but also to finally have my own money to spend on some things that I love and to travel. She laughed at me and asked me what kind of salary I expect while working part-time to be able to afford all that. I shrugged and said I didn't have any expenses that I need to cover really, just food and that's it. She looked shocked and asked me about rent and stuff, and I said my parents will be paying for it. She then went on a rant about becoming an adult, how she can't wait to be independent, how she doesn't want to take money from her parents and stuff like that. For the most part, I tried to nod my head, but then she said something like, "I'd feel like a bad daughter if I were you." And that really made me feel embarrassed. My parents want to pay for my apartment. They can easily afford it, and I'm not the type of person to be ungrateful for it. I spend a lot of time with them, and I know they don't lack money for anything. They travel, own their house, have a good retirement plan. They don't mind paying for me, and I don't mind taking it. We have a good relationship. I know this won't be forever, and I don't expect it to be. Just a few years until I finish my degree and get a higher paying job. I got annoyed and told her to drop it. We can talk about something else, but she continued talking about how her parents want her to be a real adult, how I'll never want to be ambitious unless I struggle, and just more and more nonsense. I just cut her off and said, Well, I don't know. Maybe my parents love me more than yours love you, so they want to pay. I'm sorry for that. Can we now talk about something else? We didn't talk since, and I do feel bad because I know that love has nothing to do with money, and looking back, it's such a rude thing to say. But I just said it to shut her up because she was insulting me and calling me spoiled for no reason. I wasn't even the one to start this conversation, nor did I probe into her finances. She was the one who kept it going, and ever since that day, I feel a pit in my stomach and I really didn't want to insult her. Just adding some stuff because I feel like it may be relevant. I feel like Amy's intention wasn't genuine because she currently accepts her parents paying rent, food, utilities, everything. So do I. The conversation was about after college. I mentioned my academic success because she said I will never be ambitious when I try really hard. We also don't live in the USA, and parent support isn't so uncommon. And lastly, while this may not convince people, I really do appreciate my parents and everything they do for me. I don't plan to leash on them, and this is something they know, and that's what matters to me. So, prosecution, you're up first.
Okay. Yes. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between of the court. Yes, these two students do have a privileged life. They have both parents supporting them financially going through school. However, it seems like there's a clear tax bracket difference between the two because one lives alone while another lives with roommates. So for OP is the one that lives alone. For OP to call her friend Amy or say that her parents don't love her enough is clearly a really privileged stance because she doesn't understand, like, yes, maybe her parents are paying for her finances right now, but it's not something that they can feasibly do. Maybe they're asking for help from other family members to do that. So it might not be solely relying on the parents. So Amy's kind of more grounded in that way. So she's thinking like, oh, well, my parents are struggling. They're asking for help from other family members, possibly. So why are you taking advantage of their finances when they've worked all their life to have that for their retirement money? So why are you taking advantage of their generosity when you are 22 years old, a full grown ass adult? So I feel like, what's her name? As Kim Kardashian says, no one.
You quoting Kim?
Oh, nobody wants to work anymore. Get your ass up and work.
Talk to them, girl.
Did she get canceled for that?
That quote haunts
I don't know if
me.
that's the best one.
Okay. Defense.
Okay. Yeah, that quote haunts me.
We're trying really hard, Kim. You asshole.
Okay, so obviously OP was trying to draw boundaries in that she didn't want to have this conversation at all. Understandably. Socioeconomic dictionary, Webster Dictionary defines socioeconomic mobility as
Damn.
okay, so socioeconomic mobility is the movement, the upward movement of individuals and their future generations.
Is Juliet Googling?
Probably.
She's trying to weaken
Wait,
Holy shit.
I was lying. It was in Webster. Now she's not credible. And now Nancy's not credible. But yeah, socioeconomic mobility is increasing your own social economic status or those of your future generations, right? So I think it's okay that OP's parents are supporting her because it is something that they're willing to do and they are able to do it. I've had friends who have had that privilege and you take advantage of that privilege, right? As long as you're not hurting other people. And she's not. So, and I've had friends who didn't have that support, right? And I just think that her friend was looking for something. She was looking to feel better about her situation because I know it sucks that maybe your situation requires you to work harder than the next person over, right? But it's not their fault, right? So yeah, she is not the asshole. I need to ask about these these pronouns. I'm just guessing. But yeah, that's all I have.
They're both friends. John, close us off, brother.
I think, not to go with the wife, but I think,
Wow.
the biases.
Bias.
It's not credible anymore.
I think she tried to drop it multiple times. And she said to, can we talk about something else? And she just kept digging in and digging in. It's just like, we say it all the time, like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Like, you fucked around, you found out, I think, in my opinion. So it's just, yes, is that probably the rudest thing said during the whole thing? I think for sure.
Bro.
I think for sure the meanest thing.
Love me more, okay?
But I think it's also like one of those like so outrageous
passion.
thing. Yeah, crime of passion.
Crime of passion is still,
A crime.
Lesser
that is
time,
still,
lesser time.
you can still get persecuted by a court of law for that.
But I think she tried to change the subject multiple times. Didn't let it go. I thought they were roommates. They were just friends.
It sounds like they're just friends.
They're friends.
Oh man, I was tripping.
She doesn't have roommates because she's
rich.
Oh, because she's richer. Yeah. Okay, I think she was just trying to. Probably the other one is like trying to like find a way to like big league OP and make OP feel smaller than. So then OP just gave it right back. So I think if she had opened the gates didn't even like say like let's drop it, and then just first insult back was like, well, I guess your parents don't love you, stupid.
Sorry, you're broke.
Yeah, then we'd be like, that's a different story. But this, she tried to get out of it and it can only take so much, I think.
Any other closing remarks that you guys want to?
Closing statements
You want to say before we close the story and let the Wikimaniacs decide?
No, I think OP said that from a place of love.
Whoa.
Oh,
Kidding.
redacted.
We find them
Redacted.
guilty.
She's not the asshole because maybe what she was trying to say was
You're a prosecutor, so
oh,
you gotta say
These are our true feelings now.
This is your true feelings.
She wasn't done with her sentence.
Okay, you're done. All right. Okay. All right. Moving on to the next story. Wikimaniacs, let us know what you think about that
Sound
one.
off in the comments.
No, you're good. All right. Next story is posted by Key Lower Score Atmosphere 6114. Title of this one is "Am I the asshole for telling my wife that she needs to get over me missing the birth of our daughter?"
Ooh.
Good roll.
Roll the dice.
18.
18.
7.
7. Ooh.
Man, if we ever did this with Sienna, she would take it like.
I would love to do this.
Yeah, I know.
Very competitive.
If we did girls versus boys court,
Yeah.
oh, we'd get demolished. But
Hella demolished.
Well, that would be really fun.
Would you like to be the prosecutor or would you like to be the defendant? Defendant. Okay.
Spicy.
All right, let's do this. All right. Again, the title of this one is "Am I the asshole for telling my wife that she needs to get over me missing the birth of our daughter?" I work in a job where there are certain times that I do not have access to my phone or I am in the middle of nowhere. These times are well scheduled in advance and basically take up my whole day. There are a ton of safety regulations I have to follow during this time. My wife was pregnant, and at the time, I planned to take off work near her due date. Unfortunately, she went into labor early, and to put in more context, about a month early.
Oh, wow.
And I was on an inspection. I learned about her going into labor when I got signal again. By the time I got into the hospital, she has already given birth. This was about a year and a half ago, and I am an involved father. The issue is every single time we have an argument, she will bring up I missed a birth. It happens almost every single time form serious arguments to what fast food should we get. Today was my breaking point. We got into an argument about her wanting to change the daycare situation. She wants to change daycare to one closer to the home. I do drop-offs and she does pickup. The only one closer to our home is too expensive and we cannot afford it. In the middle of the argument, she pulled out I wasn't there for the birth again. I told her she needs to get over that and stop using it every fucking argument we have. She called me a jerk and left. So am I the asshole?
Asshole.
Prosecution.
Asshole.
Talk.
Wow.
That's all I have to say. No. Okay.
I was like, you might lose.
The birth of a child is a very special, meaningful, traumatizing sometimes experience,
I think all the time. That sounds painful.
right?
The Bear, season 3, episode 8.
Look at that.
What was it? Ice Chips?
Something, yeah.
I think
How the
that's the
hell do
title
you
of-
remember? We just watched it.
We just
How do you still remember that?
I remember that because the whole time I was sitting up like this, like, oh my God.
Because every time there's like a new TikTok of like a new birthing fact or like a tweet of a new birthing fact, Nancy's like, oh my God.
Or someone's in the comment is like, where's the girl with the list? And they have a list of reasons why they don't want to have kids. And it's like an added thing. Anyway, so girl with the list, bring it up because he missed it. What did he do for work?
It sounds like they're doing something like inspection and they have to go in different locations where they don't have signal or they're not able to go. It didn't really say like specifically what they did.
She is in a lot of pain and hurt. So it's okay for her to bring it up in every argument. I need a break. 5-minute break.
Recess? Denied. we only have a certain amount of airtime.
Okay, but seriously, jokes aside, still processing. It's okay because it was a traumatizing event and she did it alone. We know that she did it alone, right?
That is rough. It sounds like they did.
Okay, yeah. So I dropped the mic here.
Okay.
The notes is still crazy to me.
Peoples of the jury. Imagine you have a job where you are responsible for the safety of everyone around you, and you're legally binded to OSHA regulations.
Ooh, the OSHA regulation is.
I'm gonna Google this.
I know CFR 29-14.
Watch this be inspection for like fucking cable or like some stupid shit.
CFR 29-134.
Well, he has to be in a remote area, so it sounds serious, where he doesn't have signal. Regardless, he couldn't have been contacted either way, and then it's planned in advance. So he did plan to be there for the actual birth if it was there on time, but unfortunately, it was out of his control. Imagine also arguing about wanting Jack in the Box, and then your wife says, "But you missed my child's birth."
Valid. I would argue by not getting buttermilk. All right, that's gonna be my argument.
Buttermilk?
Not sponsored.
Buttermilk? The ranch?
Oh, okay.
That ranch do be hitting.
He doesn't know.
I don't know
about
ranch.
Oh, he doesn't like.
Yeah, I don't fuck with ranch.
Wingstop Ranch.
Nope,
Anyway.
sorry.
Not sponsored, but
Not
please.
sponsor.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Wingstop was a goddamn sponsor? How much bigger I would be? It's insane.
We were just talking about this. That we're like, fuck. We hate recording that you can see our bottom half.
Oh yeah, I would love to only have my shoulders and above at all times.
Why do you think we sit so low when we freaking recording?
Yeah, I almost did the pillow trick that we always do. But then there's only one pillow. I don't want to leave John high and dry.
You gotta own it and do like a fashion show.
I'm exposed.
Show your fit.
Ooh.
OTD.
Not for free.
Not for free.
We ate
You're showing
a lot, y'all. A lot.
Josh, censor this, please. Thank you.
No, they got socks on.
I got socks on.
You can see the outline of the bunion, but you can't.
You went like this.
Yeah, spread the toes out.
Jump scare.
Oh no, y'all know y'all want it.
Webbed feet.
So, not the asshole. Out of his control. If he could have been there, he would. And it's unfair for her to bring it up in every argument where he made plans to be there. He has an obligation for his job that brings money and supports his new family. So yeah, I feel like he's coming at this in a logical sense, and it's unfair for the wife to just using that card on every argument.
Sean, what do you think?
I don't know. This one's really hard because I do get like Jack in the Box. Like I want Jack in the Box. Well, I want Whataburger. Well, you missed the birth of my child. That is crazy work. But I also do get where it's like, you know, he said he's out all day. So like, who knows how long she was in labor by herself. I also get how that could be traumatic.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of like I imagine like trauma like that is sort of like grief where it's like always there. Like you can't, it's just there no matter what. So I understand her side too of,
that's an important occasion.
yeah.
You know? So,
and I mean, I don't know. None of us are parents, so I don't know if it's like if that's common, like a month before. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know what's considered premature.
Right?
I think that's
What
If it's a
Oh,
month
okay.
before, right?
Month
Because it
before.
sounded like they said they had a scheduled birth a month after, but then she gave birth a
Mhm.
month prior. Or
Yeah.
a month before.
So I guess that's still premature. Yeah, and even if there's no way you could take 2 months off of work to do that, and then months after the baby is born too. So it's like there's a solid chance if he's working that job, there's a chance he's gonna miss it. And there's
real
like
asshole is the
not really,
workplace.
it's the workplace.
Yeah.
There's not much you could do. So like this one is a really tough one to decide. I'm gonna leave it up to the Wikimaniacs because it's like there's nothing he could have done right really besides just fucking take it. But then how long can you take that?
Yeah, a year and a half of still constantly bringing it up every argument.
I just say 6 months max.
6 months back.
get
You're
a
losing your
statute.
case.
I'm kidding.
No, you're giving up your case.
Wait, hold on. You're giving us ammunition here.
No, but I think that is really tough. I mean, there has been situations where, like the other day, whenever I burnt myself with the oven, taking out the pizza box, and even though I knew you were doing something outside and I was calling you,
Yeah.
I was still upset with you because you weren't answering the phone.
I was charging my phone while doing yard work, and she burned herself in the oven. She was trying to get a pizza.
Oh no.
Yeah. And she was like, I called you 5 times. And I was like, yeah, my phone was charging.
And I knew that was out of.
And she was like looking at like our security camera out front, and I'm like doing yard work and taking a step back, like, damn, this is hard.
Yeah, and each time you were doing that, I was like, oh, he's coming in. He's coming
That
in.
motherfucker.
Nah.
And for those of you that said that will be saying, oh, why didn't you just go outside? I was running the burn underneath the water, and the pizza that was still needing to be cooked more was just sitting out there, and I was like,
And I think Google said she had to like stay under cold water for like 15 minutes or some shit.
yeah, something like that. But it's
gotta
just anyway, aside to the point. But I can't imagine that's a burn, and then that's birth.
Childbirth, which is probably
Like,
infinity.
A million times worse.
It feels really incomplete to not say all of my thoughts, and this is hard.
It is.
This is hard.
The first time we like did it, it was like completely off the cuff, and like, yeah, it was just like a random idea like that we just did out of nowhere. Sean did the most unhinged like quote. He quoted the Bible. I quoted Whitney Houston. We never talk about what stories we're gonna bring up like that time, so it's like really on the spot most of the time. So I don't know if y'all appreciate that, Wikimaniacs, but
It's difficult.
we're making them work.
Yeah, go on the
Because I'm
spot.
sure both of us were like, oh, I really want to say this too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
All right, moving on to the next story. The title is, and this one's posted by Educational Remove 931. It's titled, Am I the asshole for staying in a hotel while my friend was trapped overnight inside the airport? The way I would leave all of y'all at a TSA pre-check. Not you, because you got more status than me.
15.
15.
Nine.
Or you could go with that.
That's a good roll.
Would you like to be the prosecution or would you like to be the defendant?
Say the title again.
Am I the asshole for staying in a hotel while my friend was trapped overnight inside the airport?
This is some John shit. You would definitely do this.
This is a good one.
Not the asshole.
You want to be a defendant?
Yes.
Okay. Nancy, you're going to be the prosecution. All right.
Okay.
My best friend and I, 20 female, recently went on a trip to the UK. Sean famously loves beans on toast, people.
I can't say I got roasted last time. Everybody loves bean on toast, apparently. Hot take. Everyone loves beans on toast.
Someone commented about they tried chicken and waffles and they still prefer beans on toast.
Yeah, I don't want to like give the whole thing because I feel bad saying it without giving credit. So if you know who you are, you know who you are. I think you're wilded. I think you're absolutely wilded. But I mean, go off.
Look,
Like
replace
rage
replace the toast with a tortilla. Put a little
Oh, that's what Nancy was saying.
Okay.
That's breakfast. Anyway.
I actually have a UK passport since my dad is British, but my friend had to get a UK visa. We were supposed to take 2 flights, one that would arrive in France and a connecting flight that would fly to the UK. However, the second flight ended up being canceled. The next available flight wasn't until 2 p.m. the next day. So we would have to wait around 17 hours. The passengers were allowed to stay in nearby hotels for free. However, this didn't apply to people like my friend who wasn't legally allowed to leave the airport because she didn't have a visa for Europe. Instead, she had to stay within a specific area of the airport that had these bright ceiling lights that would stay on 24/7. There was a construction nearby, so there was this extremely loud drilling noise every so often. All the available seats were taken by other passengers, so my friend had to sleep on the floor. Plus, earlier that day, water got spilled on our phone chargers, and her phone was only on 40%. I had the option to stay with her, but I chose to go to the hotel instead.
This is some John fucking shit, bro. John would leave my ass, wouldn't even think about it.
Sorry. She was furious with me, accusing me of being a fake friend. She told me she was scared of being alone in a creepy, unknown place and wanted me there to comfort her, and I assured her that I'll be back by the morning.
That's crazy, bro.
She said I was acting selfish for not even spending one night with her, but I hadn't gotten any sleep in over 24 hours, and I didn't see why both of us had to suffer. So am I the asshole? Prosecution, take it away.
Yes. Wait, that's me, right? Okay. Yes.
Yep.
That's your friend. You're leaving her alone. Sorry, what are the females?
They're both
Female.
20 female. Yep.
Okay. 20 female, that's young. And they're going to be alone on the floor all night. Alone. Did I say alone?
You said alone. Say it one more time.
Cold.
Just to make it clear.
Hungry.
Alone.
Yeah. I mean, keep your friend company. Also, safety reasons.
That's crazy.
Also,
John is fucking evil,
I'm so
bro.
glad you chose him.
John is fucking evil.
I got this.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're young. Your back will be all right when you wake up.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, just be there for your friend.
That's crazy.
Do better.
Man, I see why your friends don't want to travel with you, bro. I get it now.
Okay, that's it.
Take it away, darling.
Okay, first of all, peoples of the court. She said she would be alone. At the same paragraph, she also said, all the seats are taken, so how can she be alone? And
I think alone as in like I don't know any of these strange people.
Also in an airport where there's TSA, there's cameras everywhere. It's probably the best secured place she could be in a foreign country. Arguably safer than a hotel. And there's lounges in an airport that exist.
Talk about our points, babe.
But she was in a restricted area. Okay, I'm interrupting.
No, you're good.
No, but she was in a restricted area.
Doesn't that just mean like in the airport?
No,
it's actually within the airport.
Because I've seen those TikToks where they like get stranded. Like I think there's like a flight to Miami or Cuba. They got stuck in Cuba. They weren't allowed to leave like a specific room.
So I had to do that when I was in Korea. When I went to the Philippines and Korea, and all the hotels were booked up. And during that time, I needed to get a visa to enter Korea, and all the hotels within the airport were booked up. So they're like, you can't leave. You got to stay 16 hours here in the airport. Like you can't go.
Oh, but you get to like venture out of like
venture outside. Like
gate.
it's like
The
a
terminal.
restricted
Yes.
area. It's still within the terminal.
You just have to be past security, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, in a sense, it is possibly in a most secure place.
So yeah, lounges exist. The friend OP could have like booked her a lounge as a compromise. That's another thing.
Did not happen though.
Did not happen, but I mean the option was there for the friend too. So she could have done that, but also it's what 16. How many hours are there?
16 hours.
17 hours or so. She assured her she'll be right back the next day.
That's crazy to me though.
I love you.
I love the communication.
That was so sweet of her.
Very mindful, very demure.
She also could have said, "Hey, like, give me your luggage, so like you don't have to worry about hauling these all day." It could have been a compromise, but they kind of went at it. But not the asshole. The friend would have been okay. She got a companion that can show her around the UK. It seems like she's been there before. So all in all, not the asshole.
Second degree.
I could not disagree more with John and Juliet. I think y'all are absolutely fucking wild. This is not even biased to Nancy. I think this is fucking wild. I would not be friends. Me and John would be strictly business partners after this shit. Bro, like
Just
you
jinx
could
it.
you could fucking go out, get a charger, come back, get a fucking sleeping bag or some shit. Like you are free. Essentially, OP is free. And the OP was just like,
That's crazy.
damn. Guess I'm gonna just get a bed at a hotel. Like,
Five
not help. I'll be back. I said 16 hours of bed in 16 hours. That's crazy. I think legitimately, and you're supposed to be on a vacation with this person after. Like, the whole time I would be looking at them funny, like, you fucking.
Can say that right now after you had that nice ass dinner.
I'll say right now, if y'all left me at some place, I'll fucking vomit that shit. I don't care, bro.
We would have left you to pay for the bill.
Yeah, I mean, we offered.
The whole bill.
Well, also,
The credit cards exist.
they're stuck in France. That's a nice airport.
It is.
She got all the nice.
If my friend told me they were uncomfortable, I'd be like, all right, well, let me leave, get some shit, make us comfortable.
Also in France, there's like a bed bug thing going on. So actually, the OP is having a worse time at the hotel in a bed bug infested.
She came.
She came through.
She bringing some receipts.
All I'm saying is,
You're taking my job.
no, I think that's insane. I wouldn't, y'all would do that for real to a homie? Like, go to sleep?
No,
that'd be hard to go to sleep, I feel like.
No.
But we're not talking about our real feelings.
we'd go to a lounge.
No, well, I have to do my real feelings because I'm the wild card.
Stirring the pot.
And John also could say his real feelings. He's not involved. So I'm like, I just feel like I couldn't go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
I have sciatica pain. I gotta sleep in a hotel.
Jesus.
That's why.
Like I need memory foam with silk sheets. I don't.
That's why I asked for their age. I was like, oh yeah, they're young. They're still young.
Yeah, maybe if they were like 70 with like problems.
70.
Be like,
So you'd be okay if they were a little older. Like let's say
but even then, I'm like, damn, I'm leaving my old ass friend to fucking die in this airport. That's crazy. I don't know. I just couldn't be friends with anybody that did that.
So if we went to like a theme park together and we cut in line.
No, if you do your fast pass shit, I get that. I'm not in danger with strangers. Everyone is in line having a good time. We're all about to run the.
Everyone's in the airport.
If we're all
safe and
panicked,
secure.
no, if we're all panicked in the airport, I'd be like, wait, what the fuck? You're leaving? Yeah, do the fast pass. I don't care, brother.
I wouldn't
do you better.
She's surrounded by all those luxury goods. She's fine.
Luxury.
I don't think she's rich. Well, look at all this shit I can't afford. All these lounges I can't afford. This is sick.
Just to look at.
Oh, man.
Shit. All right.
I would be
Moving on.
livid. I would be fucking livid.
Moving on to the last story of the day, unless you're rich. This one is posted by Los Veggies, and the title is, Am I the asshole for bringing my own roll of toilet paper to a friend's house because I don't like the kind?
Nah.
These stories.
Hell no.
You like how these are curated?
Socioeconomic mobility.
Is that the theme?
Oh, that is
kind
the
of.
thing.
Social economic.
Webster's Dictionary.
Talking about like gifts and so who rolled the dice? Who's gonna be the asshole? Who's gonna be
Queenie.
She won automatically.
I'll do prosecutor. I feel like you're really good at defendant.
All right.
You want to see her thrive as her competition. I feel like you're really good at defending. You should defend more.
All right. Story goes as this. So I, 23 female, have a bit of a thing about toilet paper. Me too. 4-ply and up only. I like the soft extra.
I didn't even know they made 4. Wait, I didn't know they made 4. They make 4? What's Costco? Is Costco 2?
Is that the standard?
Standard is like 2.
What's Costco?
I think standard is 2.
Standard is
What does
2.
Costco have?
What's
We use
What's the
Costco.
public
Holy
restroom?
shit. Oh, public restroom is like half a ply. Low key,
Let me see.
the toilet paper in there's kind of thin.
It is thin.
Oh, see?
Kind of disappointed.
Mid. This hotel,
Well,
not a sponsor.
Star Hotel. Really? Anyways.
Redacted.
If y'all
name.
do want to feel better about your room, feel free to come to check out our iPod. Our iPod stereo from 10 years ago.
Apply toilet paper. Sorry. So I, 23 female, have a bit of a thing about toilet paper. I like the soft, extra ply kind that feels nice and isn't scratchy. One of my good friends, bidets, people, bidets.
Damn, Costco's only 2-ply. We're living a
Regular
lie.
schmegular. Anyway.
Bidets are the things. One of my good friends, 23 female, often hosts sleepover at her house. but she uses the roughest toilet paper ever.
That's terrible.
And I just can't stand it. Last times I've stayed over, I started bringing my own roll of toilet paper in my bag just in case. It's discreet, and I don't make a big deal about it. I thought I was being considerate by not complaining about her toilet paper and just solving the issue myself. But during the last sleepover, she caught me taking out my roll from my bag and asked me why I brought it. I explained that I have sensitive skin, and sometimes I find certain types of toilet paper harsh. So I bring my own to avoid bothering anyone or making a fuss about it. But then she gets really offended, saying I was being ridiculous and making her feel bad about her choice of toilet paper. Now she's upset and says I'm being rude and over the top. But I honestly think I was just being practical, taking care of myself quietly. See, I might be the asshole because I could have just used her toilet paper for 2 days and one night and not made her feel bad about it. But her toilet paper is so rough, it almost feels like sandpaper. So am I the asshole?
Okay, this is a dead ass question. If you put the ply is the thickness or the actual, so if you put like
Thickness.
4 of them
I
together,
thought it's a sheet, the number of sheets, right?
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Yeah.
The number of sheets like layered
Yeah.
in each.
All I know is that shit's soft.
So could you put 4 and would it equal 4 ply or no? Would it still feel like sandpaper?
No, it will still feel like sandpaper.
Damn.
Is it also material too?
That's what I'm thinking. Is there like a different?
100%
I
cotton.
feel
don't know.
because like public restrooms, like you could have a big
They don't.
wad
Yeah,
and
they're
it's
not
like-
good.
Yeah.
Oh,
But anyways, yeah. Sorry. I was just curious.
Prosecution.
I chose poorly.
Chose poorly.
Socioeconomic mobility is the increase of wealth.
Mm.
Or decrease.
You should have done decrease. Yes. You should have done a better job in hiding that toilet paper so nobody would see you. Because now you're offending everyone like us
Ooh.
who has to use 0.5 to 2 ply toilet paper.
I'm not offended.
Wait, what?
I said I'm not offended.
Well, you'd be offended if you had to use the 0.5 though.
I plead the fifth. I'm just
Yeah, you know, yeah,
the host.
You don't want to use 0.5. I know you don't.
Fine.
Reading. Come on
I
now.
wonder if that's actually a
I
thing.
didn't even know 4
0.5.
ply existed until today.
Everyone uses a 0.5 in the public restroom.
Yeah.
Is that really 0.5?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just the worst of the worst.
See through. That's see through. So that makes you an asshole, OP, that you are bringing your precious diamond 24 karat gold 4 ply toilet paper for everyone to see. That's it.
That's okay. He did your best.
I know.
He did your best.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen and everyone, all peoples of the jury, if you had went over to a sleepover at your friend's house and all they had was Dasani, wouldn't you bring your own water bottle?
You damn right, dear.
Excuse me, aren't you neutral?
Leading.
Oh,
Leading.
Sorry.
Objection.
So yeah, so I feel like she did it in a very discreet way. She was not shouting to her friend like, "Why don't you have 4 ply toilet paper?" She was very demure, very mindful, and she was doing a little self care. Because like sometimes if you use like sandpaper toilet paper,
It hurts.
she may have stayed there for only 2 days, but that pain could last multiple
Forever.
days.
That's an actual brand out there and not a sponsor.
Yeah, so I feel like she was trying to. That's some healthcare right there. So she was just trying to look out for her own health. She wasn't trying to embarrass her friend, but I feel like the friend was projecting, and she's saying, "You calling me broke?"
Damn.
So that's why I feel like she kind of blew it up. But yeah, not the asshole.
Okay.
Not the asshole for her asshole.
Whoa.
Wow.
A bar.
All right, I'll give it to you.
I love you so much. Sean?
Yeah, I think not the asshole. I mean, if you're
You're my
I'm
husband.
sorry. I'm not biased. I'm trying to be one of the only people in this room though. No, but like I think if you're actually physically hurting yourself using what they have at the house, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. If it were me, I probably would have just changed the whole rollout and hope
For everybody to use it.
for everybody to use it.
That would be worse though.
But then what is she gonna do? Who brought this way better toilet paper for everyone to use?
Well, she did get offended when she saw it taking out of her bag.
Yeah, but that's like, I'm taking it out of my bag for just me. If it's just in the roll, she's gonna be like, "Who did it?" And then everyone was like, "Well, I played the fifth. I don't know."
Oh,
That's what I would have done, and then just see the chaos unfold. You know what I mean?
She was the only one there, the only friend that stayed over.
I don't remember it said it was like a bunch of
Obviously,
friends.
it's her.
Wait, I thought it was like hosting a sleepover.
Like a sleepover.
For one friend is like, that's weird. Maybe we should invite more people to this.
Is it a sleepover? What are you really doing?
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the real thing is, but like, if my ass is hurting, I probably would have had the conversation. Maybe also, I probably would have been like, I'm not going front. Like, my skin is sensitive. I'm getting ripped to shreds over here, bro. But yeah, I don't think I mean, could you have been more demure about it? Possibly. But I mean, you can't expect friends to rip their assholes.
Oh.
Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Protect the tush. All right. Well, that is it for this episode of Wikimaniacs. But before we go, Nancy, my love, is there any other things would you like to promote? Or, define social economic thing again if you'd like to close it up one more time.
Speaking of social economic mobility, I have a cookbook on Etsy for sale. On Sensitive Marinara on Etsy.
Bestseller, people.
Hell yeah.
Etsy bestseller.
I need to buy it. I have nothing. Continue watching.
Wow. Thank you.
Sean's Venmo is.
Oh yeah, yeah. My Venmo is. The Venmos have been actually pretty fucking light. Actually,
what are you doing?
Y'all need to support Nora.
Yeah. So at SEANSNTPOD. I almost forgot. It's been a while since
it's been a while.
The Venmo. But yeah, I got nothing but anime shirts from my friend Chris.
Yes.
Fuck, I should know the website.
Dayoff.
I'm so sorry, Chris.
Dayoff.exe?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's the IG, and then the link is in the bio.
Friend shit. That's
I think it's day.
Would Sean leave him at the airport?
Ooh.
I wouldn't leave him at the airport.
Gotta say yes, people. If he can't even remember his own friends.
I can't remember I almost fucked up my own Venmo just now. Go ahead and give your shout out, John.
You gotta finish yours first.
All right, here we go. Dayxoff.com.
There you go.
Support my friend. He also was my co-host on Shots and Thoughts, and he's been on this show.
Plug your podcast, Sean. Plug your other. Do it, brother. No,
that's okay. I think that one's a lost cause, honestly. Shout out to my 2 patrons. We love you.
Well, that is it for this episode of Wikimaniacs. If you like what we do, consider being a patron or a YouTube member. You can head on over to patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. You get bonus stories, ad-free episodes. You can hear about the 2 stories that we did earlier today, too.
Oh, yeah. Juliet and Nancy got to give their unfiltered thoughts on the story. They didn't have to play the game.
Unfiltered.
I felt so free.
Sorry, but we had to put the ladies to work. But also, you can sign up for becoming a YouTube member. You can get your episodes ad-free and day early access. Also, if you want to support some more, we have merch. We don't know what we're going to put in October yet. We still need to talk about it. But next week, Josh should be back for the regular Am I the Asshole episodes. But
is it October right now?
This is going to be an October something episode.
Shit.
Episode. But yeah, that is it for this week with Maniacs. Thank you for coming along. Make sure to comment below for your judgment. And is there like a call to action that you want us to do? Like, what's your favorite
5-star hotel?
Yeah, what is your favorite 5-star hotel? Let us know.
What's your
We are
perfect-
not.
Wow, not really. This call to action is kind of a
toilet paper?
Yeah, what?
Describe your perfect toilet paper.
Yeah.
When you Plies web brand, where do you get it?
What texture? What color?
Oh, color.
Shit. All right, Wikimaniacs. Bye.
Later.
Therapy.